I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that I'm even being accused of any of this. I don't even honestly know what to think. Like, I'm just totally ripped right now. I'm here today because my wife is getting accusations from my daughter saying that I molested her. Me and Sheila had an argument one night, and she called the police because it was 4 o'clock in the morning and we were arguing, and she had my daughter, and I was telling her, just go to bed, let's just go to bed, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. And she wouldn't, she started freaking out, so I grabbed my daughter from her, and I walked into the bedroom, and I laid down to try and get her back to sleep. When the police showed up after my wife called them, I had my daughter in my arms, and even the police said that she seems perfectly fine. My daughter was sitting with me on the couch. Sheila was in the kitchen arguing with the police, was erratic, and the cops were telling her to calm down. And finally, the police made her take my daughter and leave at 4 o'clock in the morning and walk over to a relative's house. But I was never investigated by DCYF or Child Services or anything like that. Not even by the police. I was beside myself. I didn't even know what to think, honestly, you know? Because I may be a lot of things, but that's one thing I'm not. Me and Sheila have been together 10 years. You know, we've been married for about 4 years. We have 3 children together. We're madly in love. We've known each other since elementary school. We went to middle school and high school together. Our relationship in the beginning was good. And about 3 years ago, that's when it started getting rocky. I don't know if this is a way for her to get out of the relationship or just to push me away. I have no clue at all. And that's why I'm here. I want to get the answers. I'm not upset about this at all. If I got my daughter telling me that somebody touched her, I would totally be investigating it, and I would have brought them to a doctor and everything else. I don't blame her for doing what she did. You know, I would not allow somebody around my kids that is accused of molesting. It kills me not seeing my kids every day, you know? I love my children. If she fails for fabricating the story, I'm gonna be upset about it, and I'm gonna wonder why she fabricated the story. It seems suspicious to me a little bit. You know, I feel like she did this so she could get out of the relationship, because she put me in jail, and then 2 weeks later she was with some other man. She's a hard person to read. I feel angry that she's possibly playing with my emotions just to find out if it is true or not, and even if she finds out that it's not true, I feel like she's still not gonna come back to me. My objective is to prove to her that I did not molest my children.
So, around July 2nd, me and Joseph went to go grab coffee and dinner for the children. Everything was okay. On our way back from the coffee shop, I seen him reach in the back seat. Now, I was driving, so it was kind of hard to tell what was going on.
And your daughters are in the back seat?
Well, my oldest child was.
Okay.
And once I seen him, you know, reach in the back seat, that's when, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of smashed his head off the window a little bit, just
because he reached into the back seat?
Well, see, the thing is 6 months prior to that, I already kind of like, that's when the youngest child, you know,
said something. That daddy did something.
Yes, so I didn't want to, like, I didn't want to throw everything away. So I kind of watched him very well, you know. I was with him for so long.
But now he's in the car with you, and he reaches in the back seat, and you smash his head against the window.
She was wearing a skirt.
But would he do that right in front of you?
I don't know.
Or is this just a physical reaction by you?
It's just a physical reaction. I automatically, you know, just reacted.
Right.
So when I did that, he quickly jerked back and he started like rubbing his back, saying that he was itching his back. So I didn't say nothing. We went back home. He went into another room into the house. My oldest child went into the bathroom. She come out. I pulled her aside. I asked her. I told her, you know, Mommy loves you, and no matter what, Mommy will do anything to protect you. If something's bad is happening to you, I want to be there for you. I want to protect you. I will make it go away. I'll make it stop. Did Daddy do something to you in the truck? And that's when she looked at me and she told me, Mommy, Daddy puts his fingers. It destroyed me. I felt betrayed. I had to believe her.
So what did you do after she told you that?
I planned my escape. So it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. he started getting confrontational with me. He pushed me down to the recliner, took the baby from me, went in the bedroom, locked himself in the bedroom. About 2 minutes after that, the baby started to cry. I lost it. I picked up the phone, I called the police, told the dispatcher that he, had been molesting my children. I just broke down. I fell out at that point. So when the police arrived, he had them believing that I was just like this complete lunatic, that I lost my composure, that I hadn't gotten enough sleep. So they were kind of siding with him. At this point, I just looked at the officer and I said, please, just let me take my baby and go.
Now, is there an open investigation into him?
With DCYF, yes.
Okay.
I did call Child Protective
But
Services.
he never has been arrested or?
Not yet. I've been waiting for this.
Okay. Before your daughter telling you about her father touching her, how was your relationship with him?
Things have always kind of been a little rocky, but, we loved each other. We made it work.
What was the other incident?
It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. My baby hadn't been feeling good for days at this point. So she woke up around 3 o'clock in the morning, not thinking nothing of it. She only slept in her diaper. I took her diaper off. I sat her on the side of her dad. Well, it took me a couple minutes to find the diapers. When I came out, he quickly pulled his hand back. His hand was on, her back, right next to her bum. He quickly pulled his hand back, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he goes, do you smell something funky? And I looked at him, and I said, excuse me? I got very angry, and I took the baby, and I ran in the room, I locked the door, and I stayed there for the night.
Now, some people, I'm sure, on his side, believe that you're making up these allegations so you can get away from them, that you just don't want to be with them anymore, and this is your way of getting rid of them.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. If these accusations would have never been made, I would have been with this man forever.
Dude, you're making me sound like I'm this big monster.
But, I mean, how could you do this?
Sheila, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but these children are saying this about you. They loved you.
These children are saying...
They
Sheila,
loved you.
I just seen them at the train station yesterday, and they were loving me, hugging me, and everything else.
And your oldest wouldn't even talk to you.
That's bull. She even gave me a hug.
She turned the other way. She didn't hug you.
Sheila,
that is
she
not
gave me a hug
true.
right in front of your mother.
And
what else is not true is I didn't even push you down onto the recliner that night.
But we all know that's true.
That is not true.
You ripped the baby from my arms and you threw her down.
All right, even when the cops showed up, Sheila, the door was not locked.
You wouldn't open the door for me. It's the truth.
Sheila, that is not the truth.
I loved you.
You love me? You put me in jail, and then 2 weeks later, you're with another dude.
Because of the things you did, Joe.
All right.
Because you turned me away from you.
You turned me away from you. That's why you're saying, I love you, babe. I'll be home tomorrow and everything else. I even have text messages.
You know it's way more deeper than what you're saying right now.
All right, Sheila.
You know it.
All right.
You know it.
Why do you think that Sheila's saying that she believes that you molested your daughters?
Not for nothing, if my child came up to me and said that, I'd believe it too.
Right.
So I'm not mad at her at all. I'd probably do the same thing.
So what is going on then?
I have no clue. I honestly have no clue what is going on.
You've been with the woman for 10 years.
We didn't get along for a while.
You have three children together. You're out of the house since July. You're accused of crimes against your children. You have an open investigation with DCFS or whatever child services up where you're from.
There's not even an investigation going on.
There is an investigation going on because I called DCYF on you.
They haven't contacted you.
They don't have no form of
Has the police ever
contacting you.
The police have not contacted me about it at all.
You're scratching your back and she smashes your head in the window?
She didn't even smash my head off the window.
I whacked you upside the head. I sure did.
She did not.
Should have tested him on that, too.
She did not. I would have taken a test on that.
Was your daughter in the car?
Yeah, she was also on the phone playing a little game.
Do you believe that she told Sheila that you penetrated her digitally?
Honestly, I can't say that she did because I didn't hear her say it.
But if she said that, wouldn't that concern you, Joe?
He looked at her and said, baby, I hurt you? And she goes...
Is that true?
Yes.
She said, Mommy, why did you tell Daddy our secrets?
Do you believe that he was sexually inappropriate with your children?
His actions said yes.
So you believe it?
But my heart don't want to believe that. Don't want me to believe that the man I fell in love with.
And that's why I'm here, so I can prove to you that I did not.
And what if he fails? All right, Sheila, you came here and took a lie detector test whether you're fabricating, right?
Yes.
Okay. We asked you Did you fabricate the story that your daughter was sexually molested by Joseph? You answered no. Did you coach your daughter to say that her dad did those sexual things to her? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Sheila told the truth.
I told you!
Joseph, you took a lie detector test. Regarding your older daughter, have you ever had physical contact with her for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. Regarding your 2-year-old daughter, have you ever had physical contact with her for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. The results came back the same for each question, and they came back that Joseph told the truth.
Told you! I told you! What did I tell you?
Oh my God!
I got to say this.
So sorry.
I was a little surprised. I'm a little surprised by the results. I never know the results beforehand, but just listening to the story, and I'm guessing the drug problem wasn't one-sided either.
No.
And I think maybe, right, there's holes in the story on both sides there. And I, listen, to be accused of something like this has got to be horrible. You're separated from your wife. There might be other issues other than her thinking this, that why she's not with you, because I think there's another guy somewhere in the picture.
That's not his name, but, you know.
We're not going to get into that because that's not what the show's about. But you say you love the guy. And you've been loving him ever since you were 15 or 14 years old or whatever it is. If you want to make it work, both you need to stay sober. And for your kids. Because when you start doing all this craziness, you start fighting and the police are coming to the house, even if they're not being abused, they're being abused.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I really am.
It's all right. I'm really sorry. I would have done the same thing.
You came here for some really tough answers. You came here because you were accused of something horrible. You got good results. The two of you, maybe you're not meant to be together, but at least you know that you're not hurting your own children. Stay sober, be good to your kids, try to work things out. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help.